YouTube, chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
Listen, Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Looks like we just might have a possible contender for interview of the year with Akademiks and Young Miami. Now, sorry to everybody, Cat Williams' interview with Shannon Sharpe is not going to be topped. I don't care who you get to interview with on your platform, that interview would never be topped. But looks like after beefing with each other, cursing each other out, going back and forth on social media, DJ Akademiks is finally gonna sit down with Carisha. Now, if you guys did not watch that video, please make sure you guys go check it out here. And I know some of you guys are still in shock. Why is Akademiks sitting down with Young Miami? This has all the makings of a setup, an interview gone wrong. This is going to be very bad for Akademiks. He's beef with Diddy, beef with Saucy Santana, beef with Young Miami. But for Akademiks, according to him, he wants the female fan bases on Shade Room and other pages to actually open their minds about him. Here's what he said.
Obvious questions. I've seen a lot of people say, yo, Ak, you're getting set up, this, that, and third. And you know, it led me to wonder if y'all haven't seen the content and the type of stuff I've been doing this entire time during my career. I've sat down with more dangerous people than Young Miami. Okay, I've sat down with killers. Some of these people might be serial killers. I've sat down with a lot more dangerous people. And again, this came after when I watched what Joe said to her, and I had said a couple words to her afterwards. I really realized that we were talking past each other. We're talking about her career as a musician, and she keeps saying, y'all niggas sound like y'all hating because my career as an entrepreneur is doing really well. And we were talking past each other, and I was just like, yo, we could keep slam dunking on this young woman at this point, or I think the best way is like we just either ignore her, and I guess she'll ignore, whoever, or we just talk to her. I think only good things can come from this, and at the very worst, get your popcorn. If it's a moment, it's a moment. Like if it's World War V and it's a moment, it's a moment. You know what I mean? After, I've been doing this for 15 years. After having moments like, whether awkward ones with like Jeezy or the Vic Mensa moment or the Migos moment. One thing I've learned in life is that don't turn the moment down. Like, don't turn it down because maybe you can't control the variables.
Now today on the Joe Budden podcast, Joe actually spoke on this as well, and he agreed. Joe thinks this would be a good idea for Akademiks and Young Miami to sit down with each other just to get a much better understanding of each other instead of going back and forth. Here's what Joe said.
Carisha invited Ak on season 2 of Carisha, please. I like it.
Is it like a co-hosting or is it just an interview?
No, it's a one-off interview. And people are killing Carisha because of how Ak spoke to Carisha in the past. But I think that is exactly what Carisha needs to do.
I agree.
She needs to take a page out of the JT book or whatever book she's pulling it from. And rather than get on Twitter and just start clapping at people, why don't you sit down with some people and help them understand your thinking and your point of view and your process and your experience. I think that's a big problem in music, that most of the musicians don't really fuck with black media, so we don't really get y'all viewpoint. So I do like Carisha going to do that. Lake, you know what it is. That is the sole reason I took it easy on Carisha, because of Lake. Shout out to Lake.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I like it.
No, I don't really see what the big deal is. Even if they had some,
they've gone back and
static
forth
in
with
the past.
a lot of static.
There's been a lot of static.
But we can still sit down and discuss it. We can still.
I like it.
And monetize it at the same token. Instead of shooting at each other on fucking Twitter, we could sit down and bust a bag down and hash out our differences. I think it's genius.
And could gain some understanding on both sides. Like, oh shit, that's why you felt that way. Oh, all right, well, I said, like, they could come to a point where it's just understanding.
Social media shit ain't real. Sit down and talk.
That's it.
You know what I mean? People get too sucked up in these fucking phones.
Don't line my nigga Ak up.
I was about to say, how you think it's gonna go?
I think it'll go good. I do.
I'm not honestly. I haven't watched her shit. I just know Ak is very well spoken. And you know that nigga get to talking fast.
I think he's different.
You know, Act get to talking fast. You know what
Her
I'm saying?
even agreeing to do the sit down says that you are open to
Open-minded
doing
too.
things differently than you have.
Now, I'm still going to stand by what I said in the last video. I do not think Akademiks benefits anything from doing this interview. I do applaud Akademiks for actually taking the interview, actually going on her platform. You don't know what kind of booby trap you could be walking into, so I'll give him props for that. But as far as changing the minds of women that's not rocking with you, it's not going to happen with this interview.
Have you guys ever been fired from a job and on top of that you had to deal with an injury? That's exactly how my first job out of college went. I was working at a major hospital in my city, strained my back while lifting a patient. Boy, did that suck, you guys. Briefly, I thought about getting a lawyer, but I thought it was gonna be way too expensive. And coming right out of college, bro, I was broke. Fast forward to now, boy, was I foolish. I could have been rich, you guys. I had no clue about companies like Morgan & Morgan that are completely free. Yes, free, unless you win. No, seriously, you guys, there's no upfront cost. There's no sign-up fees. If you don't win your case, you pay them nothing. $0. These guys are the largest injury law firm in America. If any of you guys out there ever got seriously injured, your case could be worth millions. Guys, I'm telling you, please don't be like me. They make it super easy for you guys now. You can start your claim right now with Morgan & Morgan at forthepeople.com/chigs or by scanning the QR code right here. Now, excuse me, you guys. I gotta go yell at my parents for not knowing this and me not being rich right now. I'll be back.
No matter how well Akademiks presents himself, those specific kind of women are always going to hate you. And to be honest, this is only going to help launch Young Miami's career in media. If this interview goes well, Young Miami benefits from it. If this interview goes bad, she also benefits from it. And you also gotta think about it this way, you guys. What's next for Akademiks after he sits down with Young Miami? So that means moving forward, your fans are going to expect you to always take the higher road and sit down with people. Maybe I'm tripping, you guys. I don't see how Akademiks benefits from this, but it sure will be a damn entertaining interview. You guys get in the comments below. Are you guys looking forward to this Akademiks and Carisha interview? Post your comments below. Subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys later, man.